What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of work on the 240. I got the car in the garage right now. I got it up on jack stands. This car did come with BC Racing coilovers, so I'm going to probably crank them down about another inch or so. And then we have some other body parts. I got a new front bumper for the car. I got some side skirts, rear spats for the rear front bumper. So I'm gonna go ahead and start mocking all that stuff up, as well as pull the wheels off and crank down those coilovers. I do have to make some adjustments to the rear alignment just because that wheel's a little out of whack. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the wheels off this car, and I'll show you what the new kit looks like. Okay, so I already cranked down the driver's side. Now I'm trying to lower the car like 1.5 inches. So I'm just gonna kind of crank them down to what I think is about 1.5 inches. And then once I get the car back on the ground, then I'll see, exactly if I have to roll the fenders or clearance anything in the wheel well, and, make any other adjustments that I have to along the way. So all we have to do is loosen up this bottom collar here and then spin this bit down 1.5 inches into the lower collar there, and then we'll tighten everything back up, and then the front's really going to be good to go, and we'll get to working on the back. Okay, so now you guys can see how little amount of threads that we have in here. So like I said, I cranked it down about 1.5 inches. I have no idea if it's going to clear, but if it doesn't, then we'll make room. So next thing, we are going to go ahead and adjust the rear camber, and then we'll probably drop the rear down about 1 inch or so. Then we will, I guess, mount up the new side skirts and see how those look on here. What's up, guys? So it's actually the next day at like 11 o'clock at night, and I did a little bit of wrenching on this thing the other night when I was doing the coilovers, and I took a break. Now got a little stuff done here, so you guys can see I got a brand new, this is just an OEM factory bumper. This is brand new from Nissan. You can still get these brand new. You can see on the top of the car here we have our new side skirts. These are from Dorki Dori, and I already sort of went ahead and put the rear spat on. So I'm gonna show you guys how I did this on the other side and show you sort of what kind of hardware I used. I don't have everything right now, so I don't know when I'll be able to get the side skirts mounted up, but I do have to put another nut in the bottom of this, and you can see that looks pretty good on there. So once the car's all lowered down, I think it's gonna look pretty killer. Now I did want to show you guys why I actually replaced that bumper. So this is the old one, and you can see here it has certainly seen better days. Now the paint's pretty shitty on it. It's like stapled together here. I mean, this thing is past its prime. So I'm gonna jump on to the passenger side here, and we'll show you exactly how I'm mounting up these rear spats on the side skirts. All right, you guys, I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see this, but with these rear spats from Dorki Dori, we're pretty much just gonna line them up sort of where we want them. There is some factory holes here in the quarter panel, so all we have to do is drill out this rear spat. But the first thing I'm gonna do is just tape this thing up so I can have it hang there, and this way we don't have to mess with it when we're trying to drill the holes and line that all up how we want it. As you can see, this side of the car had a little bit of damage back when it was out on the track, but that's nothing that we can't fix. So I'm just gonna tape this thing up, then we'll drill the holes in here and show you sort of what leftover hardware I'm using from the Volkswagens to get this stuff all fitted up. Okay, so as you guys can see here, there's two little dimples in this mold, and all we have to really do is drill those out, and then there's a factory hole here right in the back of the quarter panel. And then these are just some clips, probably like from a fender or something like that from one of the Volkswagens. So all I'm doing is popping this clip into the quarter panel and then screwing this piece right in, and it's holding it in pretty good. I think I will probably put some like double-sided tape here because I don't really want to rivet that on. So just to hold that, you know, a little tighter on the back end. And then underneath, we'll go ahead and, you know, tap right through the bottom of the quarter panel there. So it's nice and tight underneath here too. So I'm gonna drill these out, then I'll fasten everything up, and we'll show you guys sort of how we're going to adjust this back suspension. We still have to drop this down a little bit too. So there you guys have it. I have both bolts in the front all tightened up. Now, like I said, I'm probably going to put some double-sided tape here on the back, and I still need to get like some self-tappers or something to go on the bottom, but I think that's looking pretty good so far. So next thing, I got to figure out, you know, what's the hardware situation going to be like for the side skirts. So I guess I will fit up this passenger side one here and see what sort of drilling and, you know, self-tapping we got to do to get that all set up. Okay, you guys, so here's a quick clip of what one side will sort of look like when it's all done. Now I just have the front bumper kind of zip tied up there, and I still don't have all the hardware for the side skirt, but this is on the driver's side. You can see the fitment's pretty good. I think I'll put some, you know, double-sided tape there or something like that. And then that's what the hardware looks like on the back. I gotta do the tape, same thing there, and then probably put one bolt underneath. And you can see I kind of just have this zip tied on there right now until I get the hardware, so we're getting there. Once I finish the side skirt on the other side, I'll work on that rear alignment, and then hopefully we'll get this thing back on the ground and see what sort of adjustments we need to make to the coilovers to get the ride height perfect. Okay, you guys, so I've been sitting on this footage for like a week, so I'm just gonna film a quick outro here, show you guys the car. We do have some bad news about the Golf R, but I'm gonna show you what the 240 looks like. We got our new front bumper on here, where we dropped the suspension like 1.5 inches. So now the car is sitting right. I was gonna pull it out, but the car died. So you can see I've had it on the charger over here. Now it's all charged up, good to go. Dorki Dori side skirts mounted up. Dropped the back like 1 inch. I fixed that camber issue, so now it's sitting perfect. And then the rear spats are all bolted up. Still have to do the bottom bolts and double-sided tape, whatever, but I'll figure that out once I know. I'm trying to decide right now whether I paint just the bumper, the side skirts, the rear spats, I fix the back bumper and that quarter panel over there, or do I just send it and paint the whole car, or do I wrap the whole car? Let me know in the comments down below. We were driving on Sunday out to West Palm to one of my boys' houses, and I got stuck in a really, really bad storm, and the Golf R got a little bit of hail damage, unfortunately. I'm gonna put that clip in here right now. Okay, so if you guys saw that clip, I was literally driving down the highway and it started to rain, and then 2 minutes later it started to absolutely downpour to the point where my car was like hydroplaning all over the place. And this is the safest car I have to drive in the rain. I mean, 4-wheel drive, new tires. This thing's front tires are shot. This thing's got a welded diff, so it doesn't do very well in the rain. So I decide, you know what, I'm gonna pull off the highway and I'm gonna go the back roads. As soon as I hit the exit ramp, crazy hail. And by the time I pulled to the end of the ramp, I mean, all of the traffic lights were out, the wind was blowing like 60 miles an hour, there were trees falling down. So I drove right underneath the I-95 ramp and sat there for like 20 minutes while this hail was coming down. And if you saw that clip and, you know, freeze frame, there was some huge, I mean, golf ball plus size hail coming down. So I really thought the Golf R was going to be probably totaled, but thank God the damage wasn't too bad. So surprisingly, the hood is totally fine. Now, one bit, I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see this, but you can see right there, there's another one right about here. There's one right on the body line there. I got one on my door here. You can kind of see. And this absolutely massive chunk hit my roof rack. I mean, look at that. If I didn't have these roof bars here, that would have been totally chapped. And I haven't even cleaned the car or anything like that since this storm, so that's all I've really found. And hopefully I don't find too much more. But I'm gonna end this video. Let me know what you guys think of the kit on the 240, and drop a comment down below if you think I should just paint the whole car or wrap it, or, you know, just paint this stuff back to the gray that the car is. I really want to change the color on this car. So thanks for watching, guys.